Hi everybody, welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation and welcome back to the next cloth pad review. These ones here I'm doing, I've just got like singles of the company. This one here is by Shark Week Sewing. She's got a website and I ordered this from her website. It is a Beware one. I actually had two of this print and I sent one to in a D-stash to my sister. I kept this one because the switch was in the center. The other one I think mainly had pumpkins on it. It is a 10-inch with a 2.5-inch snap. It is quilting cotton top and back, and it is in the inside layer is 2 times bamboo, French terry and PUL. It is ridiculously skinny. Like, this is, I think, the skinniest pad that I have, and you know, I've never gone through it, but I really only use this on the moderate and actually I don't even use this on moderate days. I really use this on light days or spotting days or patchy days, just because it kind of freaks me out how ridiculously skinny this thing is. Even when you snap it up, it is still the thinnest pad that I have, but still perfect print. Love the print. Love the witch print. It's fabulous, and this one's pretty good. This one is by a English company called English Garden Lovelies. It is a 13-inch 2.5-inch snapped exposed core one. It is topped in, is cotton topped, and it's got a soft shell. It is cotton soft shell fleece backed in this kind of like quilter's knit here, and the internal is cotton core and zorb. It's a moderate. It's probably at 13 inches a bit long for me when I would use a moderate. I pretty much only bought it because of this Kansas print. I did have a 16-inch Cowardly Lion. You may have seen an 8-inch one that I have in my liner stash. However, I've de-stashed both of those. This is the only one that I have left, and it's probably on the iffy side. They are very well made, very well constructed, but just don't particularly suit me. This one here is a tie-dye one. It is by an Australian company called HerRhythum. It is cotton topped. This one is 9 inches. It is cotton topped. It is cotton topped and backed, and it's got 2 bamboo fleece core with hidden PUL. It's got a very adorable little heart-shaped snap here, and just this purple one on this side. I did have 5 from HerRhythum. She's a Brisbane maker, and there was a 7.5-inch. They were all made with this kind of very narrow style. So the 7.5 inches is actually from a different maker. This is from Crimson Cloth Creations, which is a New Zealand maker, but it illustrates my point. It doesn't really suit my body shape, to be honest, how it comes into this really core. Quite often, even when I'm using them as a liner, which is what this is, and which is what the 7.5 inch of HerRhythum was, I would quite often seep over the top with discharge. When they're 7.5 inches, they're just a little bit too small for me. So it didn't really work, to be honest with you. So I also had a 10-inch and another 9-inch flannel, but the 9-inch Tree of Life one I also loved. So this one here works out really well for me. It's a moderate. It's very easy to fold up and put in to my grab bag and take with me on my travels. It folds up pretty small, so that's why I liked this one and the Red Tree of Life. However, when I sent the 7.5 inch and the 8-inch over to my sister, I showed her the other 2 that I had from this maker, and well, the other 3 that I had from this maker, and she's like, oh my god, the Tree of Life is my colours and I really like it. So I ended up sending over the Tree of Life print to her, and just because she really, really liked it and really, really wanted it. And I was, you know, at the time building up her stash. She has a fully built stash that she's quite happy with now. So this is the only one that I have left from HerRhythum. If you're a Brisbane local, she does sell in a couple of shops down over there now, so she's starting to kind of get packaging and put them into health food stores, so definitely have a look out for her. She probably has, you know, it doesn't work for me because I'm a larger person, but they could actually work quite well. The smaller ones could actually work quite well for petite people. Other than that, they're very well made and constructed. But this has faded quite a bit, and if you look at the back, this used to be a really, really dark, deep purple. It has faded significantly since I've had it, but it literally hasn't changed the use of the pad, so I don't really care. And I still use this quite frequently on my spotting days. And it has a 2.5 inch snap. And I just kind of, most of my prints have got pictures on them, as you've probably noticed or seen, but you know, I do like this type of dye on it. This one here is an interesting one. I ordered it essentially because it was a Frida Kahlo print. To be quite honest with everyone, I saw Frida Kahlo and was like, oh my god, I have to have it. I also ordered some straps from the same maker. And it's just, so it's a 9 inch with a 2.5 inch snap. It's just got plain white snaps on it. It's a terry cotton core and is meant to be a moderate absorbency. The stitching on it is really not the best. And it's only got this kind of, you know, single around the outside. I have worn this when I got, on the first day or when I was due. So I was wearing this as a liner. I mostly would wear it as a liner, and the reason is that I was wearing it when my cycle was due. I actually happened to get my cycle. It was probably about an hour 40 minutes to probably 2 hours. Went to the bathroom. I had started my period and had bled straight through. It went straight through here, straight through the core and straight out the back. And it was my first day. It was exceptionally light, and I've only had that ever happen with this pad. I would expect that to happen with a heavy flow. As you can see, the stitching around there is off as well. It is not even at this side here. You can see how close it gets in to the edge. So as you can see, the stitching is uneven or completely out on this pad. The core is not very, doesn't match up very evenly. Obviously I have not ordered anything else from this maker. And apart from that initial order, and I only ordered this one. She did have probably another 4 or 5 Frida Kahlo prints. This one was my favourite. If this had worked out, I would have gone back and absolutely ordered more. Because she had quite a few Frida Kahlo prints. And I also ordered some cotton straps, like drying straps. They're the only cotton drying straps I have. And unfortunately this pad did not work out. And for my cycle, so I keep this pad because of the print, and I use it. It kind of limits how I can use it, just because I can't really even use it when I am ovulating, because I have quite a bit of discharge when I'm ovulating, and it comes out. And quite often when and this is why I wear a liner, is I'll come back home with a big patch of, the tacky ovulating fluid that comes out, and it just soaks right through this. It goes straight through this. This is seriously the only experience that I've ever had with just kind of pad that doesn't function as one, I guess, as much. But I do love the print. It is very cute. It's actually a really good length for me, but I'm not sure if I actually mentioned the name. I'm surprised this actually hasn't come apart here because it's just like sewn around the edge here. I'm not sure if I mentioned her name. I possibly won't. I don't really like bagging people or makers. You know, this is something that she has, you know, made and put online. But anyway, that's why it's in my stash, because it's Frida Kahlo. This one here is one by Love Charlie Design. If you've seen my accessory stash, you would have noticed her stuff. You would have probably also noticed that I use this as generally a liner. It's a 9.25 inch with a 2-inch snap, versatile flare design. So this is actually, you can actually buy this pattern online and sew them with this little like swirly pattern, pink things. I've got this because of the print. Anyway, my accessories video, you would have noticed I have quite a few of her drying straps, and this is the back, so it's a perfectly matching pad with these cute little pink cam snaps, and she has lined it up really well, as you can tell. It's very well done, very cute, very adorable. And so yeah, Love Charlie Design, she's an Australian maker, and cotton quilting top, terry toweling inside with a hidden PUL core. I love it. It works. I tend to use this on my spotting days, and it's just in my miscellaneous pile because I haven't ordered anything else from her outside of that kind of order. But I think she focuses more on baby stuff, so she has quite a few products aimed at infants and babies, and I haven't really found a print so far that I like. Obviously, I'm kind of occasionally hopping in and out of shops. I try not to, just because, as you can tell, I have a lot of them. But yes, Love Charlie Designs in this quilted cotton firefly. This last one, as I mentioned when I was doing the HerRhythum one, is a Crimson Cross Creation cotton topped, fleece backed. It is a liner, 2 red snaps. This is a 7-inch. I got it because of this jaws, and because of the placement. Some of the other jaws material, this is actually, I've seen this material in quite a few other pad shops, but a lot of them don't have really great placement, to be honest. I actually kind of liked this placement. I'd like to kind of probably just get the one with the shark here, so kind of this bit of the shark, the whole pad. I did have another one from Crimson Cross Creations, which was a unicorn one. If you follow me on my Instagram, you will probably have seen it as a fluffy male picture, and I destashed that to my sister because she asked for more liners, and so at the time it was probably when I used any of these ones. Essentially what happens when I destash to my sister, I gave her the ones that I did not reach for first. I reached for this one first and not the unicorn one, so she also asked for 7 inches. She has a preference for 7 inches and I have a preference for 8 inches. So I kept the Jaws one just because of the print. I also have a Jaws shirt. They're very well made, very well constructed, and they don't bunch at the back when you hook them up. So, and they've got this kind of narrow design. As a whole, I'm actually very happy with this pad. It's just probably not one that I go for first. I do have quite a significant liner stash. If you've actually had a look at that video, you'll probably notice. And it's just because I wear them daily, because I have a discharge daily. So this is the Crimson Cross Creations. She has her own website under Crimson Cross Cloth Creations. So Crimson Cloth Creations. I do not know why that's so hard to say, so you can Google search it. I may actually just add it to the link down below. for ease of use if you guys want to go find her. She has obviously a variety of options and a variety of really, really cute prints. So just to go over, like this one is Firefly by Love Charlie Designs. She's on Etsy. I'm not going to worry about naming that maker just because it's probably my least, one of my favourite prints, my least favourite pad. And this is HerRhythum. She is on Etsy. She's also selling locally in Brisbane. Go check her out, go find her, she's also, all of these makers are generally, except for this one, all of these makers are on Instagram as well. So I find Instagram is a really, really great resource and a great tool to actually follow all of these makers because they tend to post about this online. Just so you know, I don't mention Facebook because I do not use Facebook. I refuse to use Facebook and won't buy or sell anything on Facebook. I don't have an account on there and won't create one. I did used to have one, my own personal account, but find their policies regarding women and breastfeeding quite disgusting and misogynistic. But a lot of these makers are actually on Facebook as well, and they update there. So this one here is English Garden Designs, one I don't really wear that often, to be honest. And of course this one from Shark Week Sewing, which I love. If you notice, a lot of my prints are witchy, Halloweeny and Disney villainy, so all of them I love. So I definitely recommend all but kind of probably two of the makers. All of them can be found on Etsy, so have a look. Outside of that, enjoy the rest of your day.